You've probably seen countless videos titled, "Can you beat Borderlands with X gun?" Just like I have. And seeing those videos made me wonder how other guns that haven't had videos made on them yet perform in their respective game. Borderlands has a lot of different guns throughout the games. I mean, hell, the trailer says there's 87 bazillion guns, so someone would have to be insane to want to try to beat every game with all the unique ones. Yeah, hi, that's me. I want to do that. For the first gun, I decided to start with something that I would consider to be pretty iconic in the first Borderlands game, the Hellfire. Oh, wait, sorry. I mean, can you beat Borderlands with only the Hellfire? Did I do it right? Is that how other YouTubers start these? Right off the bat, we are immediately facing a problem. See, unlike every other Borderlands game where you can play through the story with the game scaling to your level, Borderlands 1 just doesn't have that. The game only scales with you after you beat the story for a second time, after which you can't replay the story. So in order to actually do this challenge run, or any other challenge run like this in this game, we are gonna have to do some shenanigans. What I've decided on is that I will start the game at level 1 and beat playthrough 1 with the challenge weapon. So that means I'm giving myself a level 1 Hellfire using Willow Tree Save Editor. Any other gear I will need to find during this playthrough, and I will periodically increase the level of the Hellfire after certain bosses. And of course, the only gun that I can use during this run is the Hellfire. Alright, with that out of the way, we can finally get started. I decided to play as Lilith because she's literally called the Firehawk in the second game, so it seems pretty on theme. Oh, we'll get to you eventually. We load in and immediately equip our Hellfire and macaroni hat. The robot that greeted us then promptly abandons us at the first sign of danger, but thankfully these guys are bad at Pandora greetings and missed every shot on us. We start to clear out the town, and I quickly gain a sense of overconfidence when I see how quickly the Hellfire kills these enemies. I'm sure this confidence won't come back to haunt me later. After saving Firestone, we meet a definitely licensed medical practitioner named Dr. Zed, and he told us he had some errands for us to do, so off we go. The robot dies, but we used a max revive on him, so he's fine. We killed some skags, we fixed a vending machine, killed some bandits, and then went off to meet TK Baha. He told us that if we wanted to kill Nine Toes for Zed, we should probably get some skag food first. For whatever reason, I don't know, the guy's hungry. He told us to buy some grenades that we wouldn't even use to kill Nine Toes, but we still did it anyways because we love TK Baha, and he could never do us wrong. It was finally time for the first boss, so we blew up a door, defiled a grave for a gun we would never use, and started the fight. And well, those... Oh my... Yeah, we just turned him into ash on the floor. That was really easy. I mean, I feel like we can just waltz in and kill Bonehead, no problem at all. The Hellfire should just absolutely melt. Yeah, it turns out 5 levels above us is a major problem. Which means we need to get some levels. Which means we've got to do side quests.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Now that that's done, we can jump Pisswash Gully, open the gate, talk to a guy who definitely could have opened the gate for us, and got the key to Sledge's mine. I said we got the key to Sledge's mine. What do you mean it's not there? Why would he move it to a safe house? Oh, wait, actually, no, that kind of makes sense. He wants the key to be safe. Right. It was on our way there that we faced our first problem that was not related to our level. A badass fire skag. See, the Hellfire has a guaranteed chance to apply its fire dot to enemies it hits, and the damage over time is pretty good. It does a lot of damage to flesh enemies. However, when an enemy can't be set on fire, that's where our problem starts. Our bullets were just tickling this guy, and his attacks were doing a lot to us. It took about half of our total ammo to kill this guy, and I'm really hoping there aren't any major enemies that can't be set on fire. We made it to the safe house, and once again our level played a factor in how easily we could kill the enemies. I even ended up dying to this random burning psycho, but I'll play it off as a tactical death so I don't have to run back as far to refill my ammo. The Roid Rage Psycho should have been a problem, But a level up during the fight made his death twice as fast, and his children were even less of an issue. We grabbed the key and made our way to... Oh, never mind. We did some side quests to get some levels. Okay, now we can go to Sledge's mine. The bandits on the way did a pretty good job trying to protect their boss, but the key word there was trying. Just like these burning psychos tried to kill me, and just like this turret... Okay, so maybe the turret succeeded, but it didn't succeed the second time, thankfully. The rest of the bandits didn't stand a chance, except for this guy, but he still died, so it doesn't count. We ascended the elevator, and all that was left between me and the first vault key fragment was a tall man named Sledge. Oh, he's getting melted. He's getting absolutely shredded. Oh, he's hit. Okay, though. You know, he still hurts. But I also do hurt. Ow, okay. Damn, out of all of my time playing Borderlands, I have never been to this side of his arena. I don't even know where he is now. Did I lose him? Sledge? Oh, Sledge! Oh, there you go. He got a shield bag! Bro, that's cheating! Oh, you know what? The Hellfire is kind of burning him out. I don't really know how much it matters here. And... there. Yeah. Full shotgun, thanks. With that over with, we grabbed the vault key and received an echo call from Commandant Steele, but like, I didn't listen to her. We turned in the mission to Zed, and it was finally time to level up the Hellfire for the first time in the run. I tried to make it level 19, but it changed to 17 when I equipped it, even though it still had the same stats, so... I guess it's level 19 still? Also, I gave myself 3 more just to fill up my inventory. Moving forward, we can make our way to the Doll Headland, where Scooter told us to save Lucky so he could kill him later, but not before we found a Mercenary class mod. The powered up Hellfire just shredded through, or I guess melted, the enemies. We killed all that Scooter wanted us to, but not before we found a double Anarchy. And we broke Lucky out of his cell, but not before we found a Firefly comm in the vendor. What is happening right now? Lucky told us how to get the fast travel station up and running again, so after flipping some switches, we now had the ability to fast travel, but not to New Haven. To get there, we had to walk there, but to do that, we needed to get past Mad Mel, but to do that, we needed to kill some of his patrols so he would actually come out of hiding. Luckily for us, the cars in this game are made of paper, and paper is very susceptible to burning, so with them killed, we can now face... Skagzilla? Well, I guess we need XP in this run, so okay. Mad Mel's car was also made of paper, so look at that, we're in New Haven now. Elena Pierce had us turn on the townspeople's power for them. I guess flipping switches is the job that only a Vault Hunter can do. We were then off to meet Tannis. She's the one whose voice I heard in the echo logs from the side quests I cut out of the video. She then told us to go meet with another person, who this time at least has something important for us. Crazy Earl has another vault key fragment, but he won't give it to us until we do some errands for him. By that, he means killing people. And finding a Gemini, apparently. After killing the bandits and blowing up their home, Crazy Earl still needed us to get him stuff, so we went to Treacher's Landing and stole all the bandits' beer? Why does Crazy Earl need this much beer? And why does every bandit have a bottle of beer on them? Nonetheless, we delivered the beer back to Crazy Earl, but instead of giving us the vault key fragment, he told us that it was stolen from him by a man named Crom, who stabbed him twice. Nobody stabs Crazy Earl and gets away with it. Time to head to Crom's Canyon and get that fragment back, and oh god, not the turrets. I hate these things so much. They are so annoying. I ended up sitting back out of the reach and taking pot shots at them until they were dead. Once in Crom's Canyon, we decided to get Crazy Earl some food before we went after Crom because, you know, we need XP in this run. Seeing these exclamation points next to the enemy health bars is not a fun sight. Upon reaching the entrance, we see Crom murder an innocent little claptrap unit. This guy needs to die. The climb was a little tricky. If the turrets outside of the canyon did a lot of damage, then Crom's turret would surely do a lot more. I could have just sat at the entrance and tried to snipe him, but I wanted a front row seat to this guy's death. It felt almost like I was in a stealth mission, hiding behind the building so the turret couldn't see me, only moving forward once my phase walk was ready. Once I got close enough, the show could begin. And end in quick fashion. Honestly, pretty boring show. Probably only a 7% on the tomato meter if I had to guess. Like, seriously, what was this acting from Crom? We brought the vault key fragment to Tannis for safekeeping, and she told us to clear out Janistown so we could get to Trash Coast. It wasn't much of a problem, but this one burning psycho did try to perform a Mr. President to save Janus Cobb. The keyword is, once again, try. Back at New Haven, Elena Pierce tells us that Janus Cobb actually wasn't the problem child, and that Taylor Cobb now has taken over Janistown, so we need to go kill him too. I'm going to ignore the part where the turrets and bruisers almost killed me multiple times, and just tell you that I killed Taylor Cobb with no problems at all. No, are you kidding me? Wait, I got...
Wonderful.
Oh.
Do your best to prepare yourself for what's
Huh.
ahead. I'll contact you again.
Cool. I meant to do that, yeah. Yeah, totally. That was a speedrun strat, if I have ever seen one. There was apparently a challenge that I needed to overcome at the Trash Coast, so I waltz in to roleplay as Wally from the hit movie WALL-E and bunch up some trash into cubes. Oh. So he's also level 29. I probably could have seen this one coming. We should be fine though. I spoke way too soon. After dumping a lot of my ammo and remembering to switch my class mod around, we were finally able to beat the Rakk Hive and overcome the challenge. Roll the credits. Oh, that's not the end? Got it. Well, at least we can jump up the level of our Hellfires one last time this run. They once again were a lower level than I made them. If I had to guess, it's that the stats of the Hellfire don't change between the levels. So instead of saying it is the level I chose, it makes it the lowest level with those stats when it's equipped. After giving this key fragment to Tannis, she tells us to, oh god, it's Old Haven. Let's try not to die here. I say knowing damn well it's going to happen. I will be dying here. Surprisingly, I didn't die here. I came close, but I didn't die. We successfully freed Tannis' claptrap unit and could leave Old Haven and never come back. The final vault key fragment was with Baron Flint, a man whose brother definitely won't give us any trouble in the next game. We had to blow up some of his patrol cars to get into his tower, but, you know, fire beats paper. After clearing the camp and ascending the tower, we tried to get the early kill on Baron, but I guess he has plot armor during cutscenes. His men were a small problem. I may have died to them once, but they made up for it by giving me a level up and a defiler for my troubles. And a masher. Baron Flint didn't really stand a chance, especially after I started hitting crits on him. With that out of the way, we can get the final piece of the vault key. Alright, time to get the fourth and final piece of the vault key. What? Tannis lied to us? Who could have seen this coming? Anyway, we broke into the Atlas headquarters to break Tannis out of jail. I would have been mad at her, but I have this strange feeling that she'll probably keep a bigger secret from us in approximately 12 to 13 years, so it's not worth the time. First, we needed to kill Master McCloud, whose weapon fired so slow that I could just dodge every shot that he took at me. We saved this claptrap unit from death, and he opened up a secret door for us that we could use to sneak through half of the building. After we made it to Tannis, I got a little distracted by this guy who dropped a wildcat. What? Huh? We needed a way to turn the Echo Net back on, and to do that, we needed to activate 3 transmitter consoles at stations outside. The Crimson Lance guys were fighting these weird alien guys with a big shields that really liked eating my Hellfire shots. We are finally at the point in this run where we see that health bar good, shield bar bad. After flipping all 3 transmitters, we could go back to Tannis and restore the Echo Net. With that done, all that was left to do was stop Steel from taking the loot in the vault that we worked so hard for. After a long run, we were finally approaching the ancient Iridian ruins that housed the vault, and judging by the Lance soldiers, also housed Steel. I ran through most of the first area, but the Guardians in the next proved to be both good and bad. Good in the sense that they gave me a lot of XP, and bad in that they took a lot of ammo to kill. Overall though, I'd say the good outweighed the bad as I leveled up 4 times before reaching the vault. But it was too late. Steel was already there, and she was already opening the vault. All its contents would be hers, and I could only sit back and watch as...
Get your team ready to go inside.
So that doesn't look like loot to me. The start of the fight went great. There was only one problem. Remember the bad thing I said about the Guardians? Yeah, the part about ammo. I don't have much left for this fight. I was relying on the parasite racks to give me ammo, and they were very stingy with their drops. I had to conserve my ammo, so this fight took a lot longer than it should have. I used the tentacles for kill skills, and then would just dump shots into the destroyer's eye. After a lot of waiting for ammo, I just decided to give it one last go. And if I ran out of ammo, I would figure that out on the fly if it came down to it. Thankfully, it didn't. I was able to finish the destroyer off with my very last bullet, and I could now answer the main question. Yes, you can beat Borderlands with only the Hellfire. If you use a save editor to give yourself a level 1 Hellfire at the start of the game and periodically increase its level so that it doesn't fall off during the story. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like and giving me feedback in the comments. As I said in the beginning, my goal is to beat every Borderlands game with every unique weapon, so subscribe for free and turn on the bell so you don't miss the rest of the playthroughs. I had a lot of fun making this video and playing through Borderlands 1 again, and I hope this video was entertaining enough to you, the viewer, as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope to see you again in the next video. And with that, peace out, gamers.